This is section 6, 7, and 8 of the contract for sale and purchase. Sections 6 and 7, please read through them, make sure you understand what they say and how they apply to your buyer or seller in case you get asked questions and you can talk about it smartly, but nothing to fill out there. Let's move on down to section 8. This is where for some reason we get problems from time to time with transactions. Okay, when we talk about personal property included in the sale, of this contract for sale and purchase. All right. So when I'm filling this out, the place I go to get this information is the seller's property disclosure. This is what that looks like. Okay, here's your SPD. Come on down. At the bottom of page 1 and section 2, the equipment and appliances included in the sale. This is my guide. This is what I use. Okay, this will also tell me if there are things excluded. They're annotated here as well. That's something you might want to look at. Washer and dryer is a big one. You can see here it's not checked, but also at some point they even wrote it that it's excluded, so it's double not checked. So this is where I get that information. If you don't have a seller's property disclosure or it's not filled out completely, you can always go to the MLS, and sometimes in the equipment section of the MLS, it'll list the majority of the things that convey with the sale. Here you can see irrigation system, for example, refrigerator, range, microwave, disposal, dishwasher. All right, so I'm going back into the contract here. We don't have a pool, but yes, ceiling fans. Okay, that you're always going to check that box. You're always, if there's dishwasher, it's not going to go with the seller. It's going to stay. If there's a disposal, yes. When we know we're not checking dryer in this case, it doesn't convey. Garage door, yes. All right, and there is an irrigation system. The light fixtures stay. You think, yeah, if there was a specific light fixture that was not going to convey and it was still in the house when you made the offer, you might want to write that it's excluded down here in lines 89 and 90. Okay, microwave, oven, refrigerator with ice maker. Okay, and then window treatments all. These are the typical boxes that we're going to be checking. Irrigation system, maybe not, but the rest of these things we're always going to typically check. I'm recommending people don't check window treatments all anymore, and we go down here and we just put all blinds. We just had too many issues over the years with drapes that were custom made specifically for some certain furniture that a seller took with them, and the buyer said, I wanted the drapes. And so I just keep it to the blinds, keep it to the things that are attached. If you actually want the drapes or you want to negotiate that, maybe specifically put drapes on there. Okay, and then if there's something excluded, for example, Ring video doorbell might be one. You might put that there. Ring video doorbell, security systems, some of these aftermarket items that we see more and more of, security cameras, so on and so forth. Some of that stuff is leased, some of it is owned. All right, we got to make sure we identify, number one, if the buyer wants those, and if they do, can we have them and how do we do it? You got to talk through that through with the listing agent. But these are some of the things we're seeing, the gotchas that aren't necessarily on here, right? The Ring video doorbell system, security systems, the smart systems of different kinds, smart thermostats, like a Nest thermostat, for example. All right, those are things that might be excluded, or they might be included. Here, you might have the Nest be included. Okay, so just make sure you understand that. Most of it will be detailed in the SPD or on the MLS. If you don't have access to either one of those when you're trying to fill out your contract, you could always just try to go back and look through the photos, go from memory, and just say, oh, is there a dishwasher there? Yep, there it is. Okay, yes, washer and dryer, there it is in the closet. For those are the kinds of things that you could look at, or call the listing agent and just get confirmation. And that concludes Section 8 of the contract. Oh, one more thing. Boats, trailers. Okay, these cannot be included in the contract, right? Lenders hate that. If you're doing a loan on your contract, in your offer, you're not going to be able to put some of these, these personal property items on here, televisions, things like that. Furniture, the lenders frown on that. All right, cash doesn't matter, but when you're talking about getting a loan, you want to stick to things that are attached to the house and your major appliances. And that concludes Section 8.